What's up? It's your boy Carcino here, and let's talk about it. As of right now, your boy is still grinning from ear to ear. I mean, ear to ear. Chris Paul has been bragging and holding his head, celebrating, high fiving. He was all smiles. And they act like he won the NBA championship when he beat the Houston Rockets. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Now, one of the main things about it is how he did it. Now, we all know that there's no love lost between James Harden and Chris Paul. Chris Paul is president of the Players Union. And to be just cast away like he was kind of disrespectful for him. You know, let's just say he didn't take that very well, just being cast to the side like that. And it showed. He was not happy, and he had a very good shooting day. Grizzly Adams got hurt, and he stepped up to the plate and took him down. Now, watching that game, I was sitting there going, whoa, okay. This dude is for real. He ain't taking no shorts. He's playing his heart out. He's trying to annihilate this team. So I had nothing but the utmost respect for the way he played the game and how he conducted himself as a leader. And now he's talking about he don't want to leave OKC. Before he was demanding a trade and all of this, but a talk with the NBA and Adam Silver Slippers letting him know that this is a bad example you're setting as president of the Players Union. All of this demanding a trade stuff and it's getting out of control. So if you're president of the Players Union, we don't want that. Now, let's talk about some other things. James Harden was out there knowing that, Chris Paul wasn't really going to speak to him. He wasn't really speak to Chris Paul. And the only one that Paul really respects on the team that he even talks to is my man Truck Tucker and House Jr. Besides that, nobody really deals with Chris Paul. Chris was a bona fide leader, still one of the best underrated players. His whole thing was his health. One of the best players we've ever seen, but his health kept him down the majority of his career. So you just try to hopefully get to a position where you're playing your best and giving your best. Now let's flip to other news. Come to find out, the person that threw the piece of little orange peel or whatever it was that hit Bronny in the back was an 8-year-old kid. That's right, you heard me. 8 years of age. 8, ladies and gentlemen. An 8-year-old kid. So now that you have an 8-year-old child that did this, 8. What is the conversation about? 8-year-old kid who said, I was just throwing it at Bronny. He's a complete LeBron James fan. He threw the orange peel at Bronny to try to get him to turn around and look at him. He apologized and said he's not a bad kid and put out this video in show of support. Now, this is why I don't allow, emotions to dictate reaction. When you let emotions dictate reactions, you get this. LeBron was emotional and went on social media and posting on social media, basically putting a target on this kid's back without knowing or letting people investigate to at least find out who the person was, what was going on. You know, the narrative is, you wait before you make a reaction. And LeBron didn't do that. He didn't wait before making a reaction. He just reacted. And when you do that, when you someone who's a high, it's not like we know you're a parent, but you are a very followed person on social media. Now that he finds out that it's an 8-year-old kid, now let's see what his reaction is now. And that the person was actually a fan of him. And the thing you should have done is saying, okay, if you found out it was a little kid, you start thinking about parents and just say, I hope the parents discipline him and let him know this is not accepted on no standards. Throwing something on the court is dangerous, it's not allowed, and we don't promote that at all. And jail time will be a coming behind, things like this. So guy said who will win in a fight, Chris Paul or Chris Paul or James Harden in a fight. First off, I couldn't see James Harden fighting anybody. I would see him putting his hands up. James, not that kind of personality. James is no alpha. So, no, I don't see that ever happening. If you had to pick who would be your rookie of the year, I think it's John Morant by a long shot. Yes, John Morant. Who would? The question is, who would be runner up? Who's the runner up? Number two is so far behind, it don't even exist. Um, hmm, no, I dealt with those questions already. So, what else you got on this list? What are the chances of Anthony Davis winning MVP? Slim to none. Slim to none. He gets most valuable player. I think he got to worry about his booty first before he could start doing other things. Um, I have never heard of what you just said, homie. I do not know about any problems in New Orleans. JJ Redick and Brandon Ingram about to fight. Never heard of that. Sorry, dude. Never heard about that. That's just man. I ain't saying it didn't happen. I'm just saying I never heard that. Did I feel that LeBron tried to do his best for the Los Angeles Lakers by molding them? And what do you mean molding them? Like what? In his image? What is he, God now? Mm, I think the Lakers can survive without Anthony Davis. He slows the team down. They play a lot better and faster when he's not on the court. Putting him back in the lineup against a big team who's been established like Boston threw the team out of its rhythm, and that's why they got blown out. Well, Anthony Davis didn't play that much. I wouldn't say that's the reason they got blown out. They played with Anthony Davis already. So for me, why would that be a reason to get blown out? They played with Anthony Davis already. So like they're used to playing with him. It's just that he wasn't ready to go. He wasn't ready to match the energy level that the Boston Celtics were playing at. They were playing very physical, very fast, and they were pushing. Great strategy by the coaches of the Boston Celtics. The game plan was attack, attack, attack. And when you have Cantor on the offensive glass doing what he was doing, he had the whole team befuddled. I hear the Chicago Bulls are trading for Kyle Kuzma with Zach LaVine. Well, Zach wanted out. That would make sense. And I told you yesterday that they want to sign him. If you watched the video I did yesterday about Drummond and Derrick Rose, I told you the Chicago Bulls, they want to sign Kyle Kuzma. That they really like Kyle Kuzma. They want to sign him. So if they could pull that deal off, that's great. I would have loved to have seen him in a Detroit Pistons jersey, though. Uh, you never talk about Karl Malone dunking on Michael Jordan or John Starks dunking on. Dude, when John Starks dunked on Michael Jordan, are you kidding? Starks left hand jam. That wasn't really on Mike. He just was in the picture, but still, to me, it counted. You guys must think I rooted for Michael Jordan. You are dead wrong. You are dead wrong if you think I rooted for Michael Jordan. I just know he's a little Buzz light years ahead of LeBron James. That just shows you how far he is from here. Now, let's move on. Karl Malone dunking on Michael Jordan. I'm quite sure it was a great play at his time. But I tell you one thing, I bet you that play didn't destroy Mike. Mike started turning over the ball, couldn't function, no team leadership or morale booster, just no leadership ability whatsoever. Did it lead to the team falling apart and losing by 32 points? Show me that. See how that works, ladies and gentlemen? I think the Lakers should rest LeBron James. It's a lot of LeBron questions, but I'll take them. And if you guys want to donate to the page, the Cash App is Carcino, or you could click the donate button in the description box as we are hitting up Streamlab questions right now. You can leave me longer messages in the Streamlab. Oh, wow. Really? So, anyhow, anyhow, looking at all of this and how it's laid out, it's clearly all a plan, right? Because the Boston Celtics just happen to be a better team. That's just that. A lot of people are into the Lakers because that's all they show you. They promote you, and that's why we talk about them so much because you love them. But no, I don't feel that they're a threat or anything of that nature. I think they're like just on the cusp. Dame Lillard, why can't he get any respect? I thought you would talk about his 61 points he scored on the Golden State Warriors. Oh, I forgot that used to be your team. Ha ha ha. No, no, no. I gave Dame his credit for scoring 61, but what does it really mean? Then overtime versus the Golden State Warriors, and the guy that was really sealing the game for them was Whiteside on the free throw line, who's a much improved free throw shooter. Congratulations to him. They can't pull that hack Whiteside thing anymore. No, I feel no, I feel differently. This person said, I think the NBA games are too long. They need to shorten the games. Take 5 minutes off of each quarter. There's nothing wrong with the time length of the game. The time length of the game is fine. When you start doing that, you ruin game plans, sets, how the game is played. I mean, if you want a 3-on-3, then yeah, if it's but for 5-on-5, guys won't be able to hit their stats. You altering the game enough as it is, so making the game shorter is you might as well just erase history altogether. is you can never compare stats now. They're gonna be like, well, they played when the time was this long, and now guys are playing this long, and they still can't get this many. Now they can only get this many points, and now if someone gets 60, no one could ever get a chance at 100 now. So all this nonsense would come into play. Plus, it lessens your times for commercials, advertisement, their money. So no. But good question. At least it wasn't about the Lakers. I've answered this question, this question. Thank you for being a Patreon. Thank you. You found my Casino for Life on Patreon. That's what's up. What else they have here? I think that's about it, gentlemen. I'll save the rest for last and scroll them on down and narrow them on out. But thank you for the support. Hit the donate button in the description box. You can leave me questions over there, and we can get to it. I'm out.